What's going on, guys? Ben here, and today we are picking up right where we left off with Pax Dei in the Alpha 2 access that we've got. It's running for this week from April 23rd until the April 30th, and yeah, I had a ton of fun with the first episode. I'll leave that kind of with a little card that you can click above, but yeah, we were just starting to build our house. Basically, we found a little glade here that we could kind of set up a little hut near the water, and we need to get some more resources so that we can build a nice little hut. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and this is just cozy MMO at the moment. And I know I'm playing this, it's an MMO, I know I'm playing this so like solo, isolated in the forest. I'm playing this as an MMO without anyone being nearby. Like, which I'm not gonna lie, is kind of my preference. I don't know if any of my friends have this at the moment. They had a thing where you could put in like your friend code and stuff. I did pass that along to people, but I don't think I'd already got a key by that time, and I don't think you can do it retrospectively. So I don't think they got a key. So I think for this test I'm going to be playing solo. And like I said in the last episode, with the skill system, you can really specialize in doing certain things. And so you could have someone who is the chef, or someone who is the carpenter, the woodcutter, the mining, kind of the blacksmither, and all that kind of stuff. The blacksmither. You know what I mean. And so really can really see how and why they do promote this to, like, you know, have a clan. You can find a clan with O and stuff, and then you can have people specialize in certain things. And yeah, really think that's cool. I just did notice there is durability as well, so we can see on the bottom right there that the axe is taking durability damage, but it's the amount of trees I've been chopping down. I'm happy with that rate of durability. It's not like, you know, 5 trees and you need a new axe. I feel like some games really get that wrong. Yeah, that's too big of a tree. At the moment, this axe can only do small kind of trees, like the little kind of shrubs like this one. Let's get that there as well. Some more clay there as well, which is good to know. Might just go grab that. Doesn't seem to be. Oh, we got some apples. We can make cider. And there's Jesus, who is actually low health. Jesus, we saw, he ran past us in the last episode. Is he good? Is he a neighbor? Jesus and Jar Jar. I can't emote. Oh, I can wave. There we go. She gets a spear out instantly. I don't think you can, actually. We got some hops here as well. They had the same idea as me, though, to get a nice place by the river in the woods. I don't think they can. You can just fight, though. I mean, if so, they could have just murdered me. But I'm pretty sure. I'm sitting here very confident that no one can come up and ruin my day. This isn't like Rust or, you know, something like that. I believe, as far as I'm aware, I believe it's PvP as an optional thing, and you have to go to a place for that. But I could be wrong. Inventory is full, right? We picked up some hops and stuff. I don't know if we really need this right now. We can't really build with hops, but drop some of that. Drop some of the clay. Got some apples though, which is good. We found at the end of last episode that the food system works the same as Valheim and Enshrouded, where it gives you food buffs. So that's all good. And we needed pegs, didn't we? We needed everything. So one wall is 30 sapwood. But we need the sapwood to make the rough wood beams and the pegs. So we need quite a lot here. This episode is going to be mainly making things here. And I wish you could queue. So the moment you can kind of just press C to craft one thing, but you got to press it once at a time, or you can press left shift C to craft all of it, which would give me 500 wood pegs right now. But it's you know, we don't need all of them, do we? If we calculate this, we can do some quick maths. If we want, do these cost any different? They do. It's actually cheaper to build a window, which makes sense because there's not as much wood being used. You save 10 sapwood by having a window. So I think we'll have 2 windows. We're just gonna do a 1 by 1, I think. Just a little small space. I mean, we could make it longer. I mean, if we were to do a 2 by 2, we'd have 1 window, maybe 3 windows in total. 2, 3, and then 2 hut walls. We've already built the doorway. And I think these are all the same. So we're gonna need, we need 7. Say we need 7 walls. I'm gonna need 7 times 9 wood beams. 7 times 20 wood pegs. The reeds aren't an issue. They're all by the roadbed. And sapwood is easy to get, but we're gonna need say 60, and then what do you say? 3 of these, right? 60. 2 of those. Wait, how many walls would there be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, we didn't need 5. It's 5 times 9. 5 times 20. So we need 100 pegs. We're gonna need 45 wood beams. And I think we'll need 60, 120 sapwood. The reeds we can find. Okay, so that's our work order. So we've got 20. We need 100 of these basically. Planks take up room as well. So it's a shame that stuff is like stacked. Like you can't. Some stuff you just can't. Like there's no real rhyme or reason why some stuff stacks at certain amounts and others don't. So for those that haven't seen the first episode, because it's not really a let's play, I just didn't want to. I can see myself having like 3-4 hours here, and you know, that's a YouTube video that's probably a bit long. I feel like people tend to. I think 20 minutes for this game is too short. I think up to an hour is kind of like a nice sweet spot. And the first episode we basically just spawned in, created a character, and eventually found our way to this place to basically start building our little hut. Tried the combat out a little bit. We were attacked by 2 boars. Combat feels okay. Like no real complaints there from what I saw. Didn't have a shield, just used my spear and just kept pressing left click to spear the boar until it died. Will be interesting though. There's loads of different like stuff, and I'm pretty sure it is magical as well. I think when we saw the skills, there is alchemy. The weapons themselves, maybe okay. Maybe there's not like wizards and stuff. Maybe it is a little bit more grounded. I don't know if there's like I said, that's what I was trying to think. I don't know if there's like magic and stuff in this or not. So we got 60, we got 75 wood pegs. Let's keep making these quickly, just so we know the wood pegs are done. We need one more stack. 4 more of these. Because as our carpentry skills getting better, trivial doesn't give us any XP gain as well, which I'm not necessarily a fan of. I get it stops people farming it, And there's also no, like, you can't hover over and see XP numbers, like how much you need. One of the things I was saying in the last episode was if you fail a craft, I think you should get some XP because you've still tried. And you get some of the resources back sometimes, but I feel like you should still get some XP for that. And then I feel like for crafting lower stuff, I don't know, I feel like you should still get some XP for it. But I think they've opted for if it's trivial, you don't get any XP for it at all. So rough wood beams, we still get some at the moment. We need 45 of these. We've got 9 at the moment. We still get XP for this at least. Hoping we were so close to level 4, this is going to go trivial at some point. It's trivial now. There we go. So we won't get any more XP for wood beams. So look, I know you're not crafting it for XP, and I know it's to stop people just farming easy crafts and just doing like a full stack of like 100 of these. But even if you lowered it to like 2 or 3 XP, as the XP bar gets bigger, it's still not going to be optimal. You still feel like I feel like you still do get experience with that kind of stuff. That's just my like 2 cents with that personally. Because of how these stack, it's going to be a little bit awkward actually to have that many that much stuff there. I'm going to put some more. I'm just putting all the food on the floor. Small animal hide. I don't know if someone can come into my circle now. I don't know if that's like possible or not, or if it's like protected. I mean, I came right into their camp, didn't I? So when I saw, was it Jar Jar and Jesus? Jar Jar Binks. Okay, so we got 15. How many did I say we needed? 45? We might have to build this in steps so that we don't have we don't take up too much space. So I'm thinking we will have a window. What would we say is the outside? What way, wait, what way around does it face? Is there an arrow? The rope's on the inside, right? Oh no, the rope's on both sides. I do like that though. It doesn't even have to be 90 degrees. You could make like like an octagon kind of thing if you wanted. You can attach to the bottom. You could attach it to the top, I think, as well. Yeah, we just don't have the supports for it, but it's a 3x3. I think this is probably the front, right? So I've built this the wrong way around. That's the front there. So that's something. Can I pick this up? Or do I just have to destroy? I don't want to waste the resources though. Oh, we're just going to see for science. We did. We got some resources back. We did. We got the resources back, didn't we? It doesn't tell us that. Clear these things. I really like how, as you pick stuff up, it gives you the recipes. But yeah, we did get that back. Okay. So that's technically the front of the house. And then yeah, I think that's also, I think we'll build it like that. Oh, you can actually do different levels to it as well. Do we want to go long? I don't know how to... I think we are going to go with a window there. And that's good because that's used some of that. So we can now go back and build some more beams. Because we know we've got all the pegs. But we're gonna need the beams and the sapwood. Okay. I don't know. Trivial seems like we can't fail it. It's like a guaranteed craft, maybe. I don't think we've failed a... I don't know if we failed one of these yet. Yeah. It's basically the level... This is a level 4 carpentry craft. Because we're at level 4, it becomes trivial. And so you're constantly to like level up, you're constantly searching to craft the higher gear, like the higher stuff. Interesting way of doing it. Like I said, it does create that kind of specialist kind of, well, this person can do this person can do that. The crafting's very non-interactive. You can't like, yeah, if I move away, it just stops the craft. We can actually eat again as well. Eat some strawberries, eat some berries, eat some grilled meat. There we go. Get extra stamina that way as well. Okay, so if we get the... Oh, it was already out. We get that back out again. We now need sapwood, so let's go get some more sapwood. The trees have come back. So I guess to make stuff, because we went to make a wicker basket, didn't we? And it was difficult, and it was it needed to be 100%. Like it was it failed completely because we had one bit of red appear on the crafting line. And so I think probably to build those kind of things, you can risk it and try and see if you can build it under level, but it's a gamble. Or you just wait until you're the right level. And then it's probably trivial at that point. Get some reeds while we're here as well. Some more clay there. Like I was saying before, I think there's not really we can swim. Can we go underwater? I don't know if we can. A little bit of water sound effect with the camera there. But there's no no need to drink, no need to boil water. Like I said, they've done the food system very simplistically, like with Valheim and Enshrouded's method of just it gives you buffs, which is cool. Yeah, it makes a change. I've been playing a lot of survival games recently, so it feels weird not having to worry about that. So I think we can build another window at the front, maybe. I think we'll have another window here, and we'll have a plane. Maybe a window there, and so the windows will be like asymmetrical. I don't know if that will actually look any good. It means we can actually look out the windows. The rabbits, the boar, they also have the same footprint sounds at the moment, from what it seems. So they all sounds like someone's coming over to like destroy my base. I'm like literally terrified. It's too hard as well. That's not a choppable tree. That is a choppable tree. Starting to like pick the trees out in the distance of like, okay, that's choppable. These two won't be. Oh. We'll have a little peek at what they're doing. There's a couple of them. They're actually probably able to start building stuff a bit quicker because there's more of them as well. Plenty for us, both of us, though. Loads of berries here as well. I mean, this is a good location. I'm happy with this location. Yes. Also too big. These ones here. I'm guessing the bigger trees will give like actual logs rather than sapwood. Very nice and just chill vibes right now. Okay. So we need some more beams. So let's make some more of those. I feel like these are... Oh, this is how much time they've got left on them. Okay, so it tells you actually in the inventory how much time's left on the items you've eaten as well. Animal intestines, sinew. It's definitely got some interesting stuff there as well. I think that's what I really like about this so far, is it's not just dropping like a couple of like items. It's like, oh, there are multiple different items here. I think from those boars we got some hide, sinew, intestines. We got the wolf hide, but that was maybe from the rabbit, maybe I'd imagine. And then we got the meat as well, the carcass, which then gets turned into the meat. Really big fan of like how it breaks those things down. It's not just like, oh, it's some meat, there we go, kind of thing. I mean, we got 15 of these. Go to 18 because they both need 9 each. I think we're going to need 27 in total. Because of the inventory space, it makes more sense here to kind of just build a little bit at a time. Not sure if we can make the inventory space bigger, because that is probably the one downside with... Oh, with so much stuff. I'm like stuck in the animation here. There we go. So if we bring that out, bring this one here. And just snap quite nicely. It said we couldn't build that, but it did. And it's because it's not leveled. Oh no, it's collapsed. Okay. And we got the stuff back for it. So I actually can't build here because it's not a level ground, which is the problem with me not being able to put a foundation down. I could put a stone foundation down, but it doesn't really make sense. So that's an issue because this is actually sloping down, which means we need to maybe move what we were going to do. So I think I can, like I said, I get this stuff back. It's definitely not Like it snaps nicely, but I guess there's no terrain lines, so I don't know. I think if we build it, does this slope as well? Because I guess if it slopes up, it's not a massive issue. Yeah, let's pop that there. And then let's destroy that. And let's build. Let's build that there. Okay. And then we can also destroy that. So I like at the moment how you can just, you're not tied to keeping it a certain way, which I do quite like. So we're going to right click. Oh, no, we're going to right click and change to that. That seems fine at the moment. Yeah, okay, this is going to be better. I guess it doesn't matter. It's just where the big log is, because there's no big log there, right? You kind of build to the supports in that way, in that manner. So this, we're actually having a little bit of an issue here as well, because it is dropping ever so slightly. Here would be fine. And I'm not sure if that's because it's clashing with the tree, or again, if it's... I feel like that's fine. There is a gap, but slight. If we could tuck it in, because we could actually build the wall there. Like, so I don't think it's the... I think it is because it's come off the ground slightly. I think this will be something that's not an issue when you have a stone foundation. It's definitely going off gradient. Which I'm not necessarily against. It's just how do we bridge that gap when, because there's no like half walls, or can we intersect it? Can we do like a 2x3? I think what we'll do is build that wall there at an angle. We can always undo it if not. It's going to make the roof difficult. I don't know how we're going to do the roof. The building is... I like how we got this recently built section here. I'm hoping we can maybe just... We save a panel that way as well, don't we, I think? But... So it's actually a little bit cheaper. But yeah, it's not ideal. I think having a foundation would be easier. We could have a look at that, like the clay. There was clay around here. There's clay on the floor as well. I was kind of thinking, like, your first kind of house, you're not going to put stone foundations down necessarily. I was trying to see if that would be a necessity or not. It seems like it might be. Let's chop this. Nope, too hard. Chop this one though. Nope, we can't. Wait, I've lost the vision. There we go, this one. The building's nice, but also... Oh, let's eat some food to get our stamina. So yeah, the building and crafting, there's so many options and things to make. But it's a little bit finicky with the floor level. Which makes sense. That is realistic to some degree. And probably the easy solution to that is just to put some stone foundations down. Can we chop this one, please? There we go. What are they doing? There they are. sounds a little bit all over the place. Sounds like they're like like behind me and stuff at times. I haven't really done too much. They're probably looking at me like, what's this weirdo doing again? I just want to be friends. I don't know if when you're like a clan, if you can like share resources and stuff like that. Should probably like keep on my side of the forest, shouldn't I? Respect the boundaries. Is that what sounds deers make? That's a cow. There's no way deers make that sound. What do you mean? Did it? I don't know. It's not. Oh, it's not quite a moo. It is kind of like a. I thought that deer literally just mooed at me. Hey Jesus. To be fair, I came over to his forest. I set that precedent. Jesus, you better back off, mate. What are we doing here, mate? Wait. Did he yoink my shit? Or did it despawn? It might have despawned. I did leave it on the floor for a while. A little bit frustrating. Could have been nicked. Okay, so if we open up this, we need the beams. We need at least 18 beams. All my stone and clay that was on the floor. I wonder if he did nick it. I want to see. We're going to test this. I want to see if I can go into their camp. I guess I can use their workbenches. Can I use their chest? They've already made chests and everything. I don't have permission to see their chests. Interesting. Yeah. I didn't say they would though. Okay. So the chests are the safe spot, because you can put it in there and then no one can. Can we make a chest? We couldn't before. It's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed yet. We're not high enough level yet. But I guess without crafting that higher stuff, we're not gonna know. Oh, success. Oh, it was success. Oh. Oh, so it is still 50%. The chest we put on like free? Or do I have to right click and place? Or is it we build of it? Oh, now we have a chest as a prop. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so that's how it works. Private. So you can in a club, like in a clan, have it as a clan chest, a public chest, or a private chest. Gotcha. So this is where we can... This is what I should have done. We've learnt though. We've learnt. That's part of the process. Pop some of that stuff in there. Okay. So, construction. We're gonna need more pegs again. Would be really nice to be able to say I want these, like this many, and then just let it do its thing. I guess since you've got to be overseeing it anyway, like, that makes sense. I'm not sure what the arrow means then. Right, I thought the arrow just meant you had to get up to that point, but with the chest, the arrow was on the far right. It was like over here, and we only got halfway. So I don't know. Not gonna lie, don't know if I understand how the building system works, but it works for now. So we're gonna need a lot more wood beams. So we get no credit for this as far as I'm aware. Carpentry is still level 4. Woodcutting is going up though. So it seems like woodcutting just goes up regardless. Like you're chopping, you're going up. I just don't know if that's gonna work. I mean, it's good because I can kind of like undo stuff and kind of experiment with it. But what happens if it's... You could have it over like... Yeah, it doesn't, it's not flexible enough for that kind of building. What we do want to see, we need more guinea, some more clay. Okay. I'm gonna pop these in there as well. Okay. The clay shouldn't be too much of an issue. But yeah, we need to do the foundations. For sure. Clay, always along the water. How much clay can we hold? We can hold 20 in a stack. It's good. It's actually like a little pier here. Little pier. Do have some strawberries there as well. Yeah, it would have been cool to have like a gathering skill where maybe you get like a chance to get some extra stuff or something maybe. That's flint. Okay. We want actual stone. Stone was always by the roads. Kinda. Maybe. There's our little house. Here we go. Okay. The house building exercise of this is actually a lot harder. More so just because of the terrain. I don't know if that can be fixed or if that's just going to be inbuilt. Because it makes sense. You want the building to be structurally sound. And I guess it doesn't give you the full control to, like... You can lower it, but not lower it incrementally. It's got to be, like, per meter, I think. It's 1, 2, and 3. This is 3 by 3. 3 meters tall, 3 meters wide. But makes me think, how much is it to even build just stone walls in the first place? Oh, it's wall foundation anyway. Okay, so we can't build stone wall, like, houses anyway. So maybe it is a case of you get a foundation first, because I'm imagining the foundation will let us clip the environment. We'll be able to have us have a little flat land, basically. We're gonna see that here. So Alt to offset. Yep, we can actually make it pull out. We can press left shift to make it snap free as well. I just want to double check. Oh, I think I've been... Did I just get logged out? Unknown error. Okay, let me log back in. Okay, so we had a little logout issue. The game had like a authentication issue for like everyone, I think, temporarily. So we logged back in, and it's now nighttime, but we can log back in again. So that's all good. I think over there, this is like their circle, like is it Jar Jar and Jesus? This is their little camp. There he is. So you can kind of see the little build area being made there, which is quite cool. And so I guess there's like a if you're in a clan together, you can have like probably multiple of these like build areas all in one area to kind of expand upon and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna make the foundation, and I think we can actually snap the foundation. So we could level it a bit, but I think like we could also, can I pick that back up? Can we destroy it? Oh, I don't know actually. Yes, we can. There we go. I think what we'll do is we'll build like a... We'll build it up a little bit. Just a little bit just raised off the ground. And do we have space to dismantle this? I think we do. We need to get some more clay first. Is there any in the chest? No, none in the chest. It would be actually quite good to like make the torch, right? Let's make that. There we go. And then when we're free, we can pull the torch out. Perfect. Yeah, I think for me, the lighting and shadows is a big highlight. Really, really cool. We're gonna need more clay. Yeah, from my understanding in this alpha test, there is like its own little province, its own little world that is for PvP. That's not the one we're on. And this is very much more just, at the moment, no NPCs, no enemies, like apart from those boars that we have had to fight. So you can kind of just run up and have a look at people's camps and stuff like that. You can see like they're actually building theirs like quite high up, getting above ground. And what I'm curious about is where they got that. That's like a decking thing. I don't have this. I could do that instead of the stone. Do I have that? I don't think I can look. Wait. So where have they got this foundation from? Is it just from the wooden floor? I think it is. And you can make triangular pieces, and you can probably... You can, I think. Oh, and you build the posts, and you do it off the posts. That's very cool. Maybe we should do that, but I feel like we don't have... There's like 2 camps here now as well, next to each other. So although getting the clay would make it so we have a stone foundation, which I think is probably a bit more sturdy, isn't it? It definitely needs more resources, that's for sure. That's good to know that... I guess I didn't try that. That I could have probably just put like a wooden beam. Let me just try this quick. Because I guess wooden floor is only from the wooden section, which I had to craft one wooden... I had to make one wooden beam for that to unlock. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, now we can make pillars. Yeah, we've got pillars and beams, so you can make a pillar here. But the flooring is from normal beams and planks. There's not like a rough wood floor. And so we've got concrete as the option, or gives you loads of different options. The nice one with this is that you get the triangular options as well. And they've raised theirs off the floor, so you kind of have storage and crafting underneath, perhaps, as well. It's quite a nice way of doing it. I'm in a little dilemma of what we do and what we build. I don't think the clay's respawned yet. Oh, there is someone there. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, there's no optional PvP either in this, like in the sense of in the world that I'm on. So there is, from what I understand, I can't like duel someone or something like that, you know? Like this is a PvE server or province. 13 lots of clay there. Is there any more clay? Clay there. A little bit. Different ways to build things, I guess, isn't there? You can actually just run along this whole riverbed. One thing I didn't notice initially, someone mentioned in Discord I'm in, that when you When you go into water, it starts using your stamina. Oh, and as soon as your stamina's empty, you'll start to lose health. Watch this. Now, that needs to change. I think that's broken. I mean, I would say the fact that we can kind of jog, we should be able to just swim without stamina drain. And then if you're sprinting or swimming fast, then that should use stamina drain as well. But I don't think you should drown from it. Like, really bizarre, because we can just jog endlessly. So if they were doing it that, like, trying to be that realistic that, oh well, you'll get tired swimming that long, well, people can't jog for this long either, right? Like, constantly. But yeah, just a little thing there that I think they'll probably balance, and that's the whole point of this, right? This is an alpha. I imagine they'll change some of this over time as they get like feedback from the players and stuff like that. Doesn't get rid of the tree there. I'm starting to quite like the idea of going above, but we need the wooden beams for that. I've got too many normal beams. Okay. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna... These need wooden beams and planks. We're gonna copy their design. Because it's a good idea, to be fair. I guess what we don't know is how. I guess we know that that could be there, kind of thing. Build like a frame of it. The building is rather complex in that degree. You can kind of just build around it like that. Yeah, we need some wooden beams as well. What do we need to make these? Let's have a look. I'm gonna fail a couple of these, I think. Yep. So at the moment, there's like definitely some areas of this so far, coming up to the 2 hours now, that I enjoy with this. And there's definitely some other areas where I think, I want to see improvement on that, or not exactly. Like I said, the swimming side of things needs to be fixed. And the world is massive, and I'm not sure if that's hampering at the moment, because the little kind of alpha email that we got with the code in and everything like that, you know, I said that there's going to be combat, it's dangerous to go out alone, there's like, you know, dangers in the wilds and stuff like that, and at the moment it's been boars, a couple of boars. We've seen some deer and some rabbits and other players, which is PvE only anyway. So at the moment there's only a small part of this that we've actually seen, but I'm curious to see, like, venture out, gear up a little bit, because there is armor, there is combat, and there's all these different weapon types and stuff. I can't imagine there's not much combat to do, but at the moment it seems like there's not a lot of like people or enemies, and like I said, I don't know, is it bandits, is it skeletons, is it monsters, wild animals? Like, what is the planned combat? Are there dungeons? Are there things we group up and do? Are there bosses? You know, all these kind of things that can be expected to be found in MMOs as well. And it might not be doing that. It might be doing its own thing, which is perfectly fine as well. But just yeah, curious to see where it goes. The other thing is when we lose resources, to put them straight into our inventory. That would be so good when like a craft fails. And yeah, like I said, like having some XP that is kind of given even when you fail a craft, I think would be good. Seems like it's getting quite populated now around this area by the river. Everyone's coming into my territory. Cool. So we also need some planks. I can see why there's like a big thing here on playing this game with other people, because the simple kind of act of building can take up a lot of kind of time and resources to gather and stuff like that. It's certainly not a, I mean, between last episode and this episode, it's going on 2 hours now that we still don't have a fully functioned place with a door and a bed, you know. That is because we've changed some things like designs of what we're doing and stuff like that, but most of it's like intensive getting the resources together. It's definitely kind of built, I think, on the basis of trying to have that collaborative element to it as well. Okay. Okay. So can we build any? We can't. And it's quite good because you get some little... That's 3x3. It tells you like what they are as well. 3x1s. 1x1. So you can really like build these out. I don't know why with the hut. Well, you can't. I guess because it's just a hut. I guess once we've done that, you still can't really do it. I need some more clay. We're gonna do this. This is what we're gonna do. Is there more? I can put some reeds and stuff in here. Put those in there as well. We're just gonna build the house. We're just gonna get that on the foundation. And go from there. I think in terms of, from some people I've spoke to, you know, when the game went down, gave me an opportunity to like have a little chat with a couple of people, either traders or just friends who had access to the beta and stuff like that, or the alpha, as I should say. And mixed bag in terms of whether people could get it to run on their machines. Now, obviously, my specs are in the description below. Got a very powerful PC, powerful machine, 4090, 12900K. And for me, it's running nice and smooth. We had that like login issue that happened for everyone, but otherwise my actual experience with this has been super smooth and it's been working really well. But that's not been the case for everyone. Obviously, is with PC games in general, like results may vary from machine to machine and stuff like that, but just something of a heads up, like in a way, like when it looks this nice, I'm not surprised. Let's just put it that way. I'm not surprised that it's struggling on some machines, but obviously MMOs normally are usually more accessible, because it's all about getting as many people as possible. So I don't know what this is like I said, this high settings of DLSS. I'm not sure what the low settings look like and stuff like that, but Damn, they are making... So they're using the wooden floorboards, but the hut walls to kind of build out their thing, which makes sense. It's good use of space, because they can use the bit underneath. There are some boars there as well. We do have some inventory slots. We might go get some boar. These are actually an old boar. Oh no, 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 God. We're gonna find out what happens when you die. My health regenning. An old boar is more... Come on, buddy. Okay, we actually just played him there. But wow, so the health regen is slow. We have, and like I said, we have no armor. We have nothing, really. We just have some food to sustain us. So, yeah, getting some clay should be top of our agenda. We can finish that off. And we can check these are empty. These are private storage. Hello, hello, hello. Nothing to see here. Oh, can I use this? I can. I can just let these guys just build their little... You can actually just use other people's stuff. Interesting. If I bring my own resources, I could use their anvil. Save me having to make one, for instance, you know? I wonder if, like, you can build walls and stuff in the future to, like, keep people in or out. Where is the clay? I swear there was some clay deposits around here. Oh, there we go. Okay, got some more clay there. Is there more clay around here? Yeah, I think like the materials. There we go. We got some here as well. Standing right on top of it. Some of the stuff does like kind of respawn, come back over time. It's just like on a little cycle. There we go. That's really good. We got a lot of the stuff there we need. More clay here as well. Oh, lovely. There we go. Yeah, I think for people who are coming into this game, it's setting the expectations of what you think this is going to be, and maybe the game needs to do some more of that as well, because I think at the moment this is a lot more of a chill... Like I said, I had a look when it went down, and it's described itself as more of a social sandbox, right? It's not a survival MMO. It's not a PvP kind of grinding thing or anything, or a fantasy MMO. It's a lot more of a social sandbox. Makes it seem like it's going to be people working together, crafting, building, chilling, and exploring the world, and probably doing PvE stuff. But I think a lot of cool stuff there for sure. Like, just depends if that's what you're here for, you know. Personally, for me, I'm enjoying this. I think it's very cool. We need to see how it develops as well. There's a lot of potential here with this. Pick up some of these stuff. Oh, we need the pegs, don't we? Quick before. How do I get that out? Escape. Let's cook the food. Oh, here we go. We'll just craft that. Hopefully we don't burn it. Yeah, there we go. All good. Nice. And then we got the picks. We'll build a little window here. But this makes it a lot easier. Because now we can build the frame super easy. And the roof will be nice as well, like, because it will be not all at an angle and different stuff like that. Yeah, there is like some sapwood up there as well. There we go. I think we have a window this side as well. No window at the back though. Do it that way. And so across the chests we should have everything, because this is actually less walls than we were going to have in the first place. So can we shift click? Double click. Pop that in there. Got sinew. That, yep, we can just add to it. There we go. That's good. Our food buffs are actually dropping off. Loads of strawberries. I'm hoping as well, like, I imagine there will be, like, we can farm and we can, I don't know if we can ranch, like, we can grow and harvest animals and stuff like that, but I'd be surprised if we can't like have our own animals and sorry, farms and stuff like that. Because there is straw, but I guess that's for building rather than anything else. But yeah, lots to like delve into here and explore anyway. Gonna need more sapwood. Can't wait to get a better axe. Oh. Kind of if you click too early when you get to a tree, there's a good chance you're just going to swing at the tree rather than actually swing for the chopping animation. Kind of feel it with the left click, like you kind of lock into it. You're like, okay, there we go. I would say for someone like me who I like these kind of games, it's not really like something I'm like an issue from my side of things. I'm actually like enjoying what we have at the moment, and I'm excited to see where it goes next. But I think if you're really here for like action, PvP, that kind of stuff's just either not here yet or not here at all. Like, just no plans to be here either. So there's a good kind of question to ask there as well. I think oh, maybe I did make this bigger than I planned to. So I've got those floorboard, those planks that we haven't really had any interest in using yet. I don't know why I made that many. We can put maybe some clay in the basket. What I do like is how every single one you can set to be like private or public or clan. Really like that control. So we can put like all our spare clay. Flint. We can put those planks there as well. Stuff like that. Really, really cool. But I can see why like this is a lot faster when you've got multiple people all playing together and building stuff together. Like, absolutely. And I think, like I said, that's the developer's ideal plan. And it is an MMO, I guess. I feel like if this was a single player story kind of experience, kind of crafting survival thing, then we might see the weighting of like how things are built. It'll be like different, you know, less stuff required or quicker to do things. Just very chill ambience and lighting and shadows. Like I said, for me, it's nice eye candy. Very, very pretty game. What are we after here? We want to make some more of these. I think, what do we need? We need 9 at a time. So we've got... guess we need 18, don't we? In total. Yeah. Probably going to do some more of this, probably off camera, like not recorded. We might do some do a stream or two on this as well while the alpha's live and kind of run through it as well. So remember to hit that subscribe button to like get notified when we go live and stuff like that. We go live both on YouTube and on Twitch. But yeah, I think the next thing, once we've kind of built the house, will be kind of to kind of have a little explore and see, you know, go to one of these ruins on the map, like get geared up, I guess, and have a look and see. Because at the moment, like you said, fighting 3 boars at once is not gonna end well. So it's kind of seeing how we can make ourselves survive better and go from there, really. But at the moment, I would say the main thing is it's very empty. Very quiet and peaceful, but not a lot happening as well. Not a lot. It's more about, it feels like more the stories you make of it than like you're making the story, you're driving the story. It's like, say, my journey right now, trying to build this house in this little glade, whereas rather than like an NPC has given me a quest that sets me on some kind of story. And to be honest, that is quite a nice like change of pace. This is annoying though to chop the... It needs better recognition there. There we go. But more just I'd say like I'm aware that this isn't going to be everyone's cup of tea. Some people will be watching this being like, I cannot think of anything worse. Like, I want combat, I want regular kind of, I want things to kind of delve into and explore and yada yada yada. And I think at the moment, I mean, based on how this game starts, that's not it right now. But like I said, this is just the alpha. This could have been just like a way of get the player into the outdoors and the early kind of, you know, get them into the building kind of living portion of this as quick as possible, and just dump you in the middle of your province and just leave you to it, because that's perfectly feasible as well. There is a whole tutorial beginning bit stuff, but that's just like opening NPCs. You start in a town, you've just arrived, like you're driven out and you have to go create your own place or something. I don't know. You could do that. They could just do it like this as well. I think that's, for me personally, got no problem with it being like that. What we're gonna do? Still need those 2 beams, don't we? I feel it's a lot to like make stuff. Like, you get quite you have to go through quite a lot of trees to get the sapwood and stuff like that. And then everything kind of needs it. So not only do you need the sapwood for the beams, but you need the sapwood for the general stuff as well. The general kind of building of stuff too. So it is good that it comes back fairly quickly. And it's trying to... I was looking at that thinking, nah, that's not a real one. That's not one I can cut. Okay. But I can see why I think some people will have frustrations with this. Some people will no-life this. And there'll be those in between. I think I'm kind of in the middle. I think there's really good stuff here. This is definitely up my street in terms of what I'd be looking for as kind of like a crafting building place. And very pretty while it's doing it and stuff like that too. But it lacks the combat and the PvE danger at the moment that Enshrouded or Valheim have. Because Valheim and Enshrouded, they have this kind of, you know, craft, build your own place and build your base with your friends and stuff. Can be PvP, can be PvE. But wait, does Enshrouded have PvP? It's normally co-op, isn't it? I don't know if you can PvP, like choose to PvP against people, but either way, they're both not MMOs in that same way, whereas this is trying to be a huge MMO, and it's massive. The scale of this is huge. I don't know, like, what these, like, Pilgrim Gate, Tower of Emrys, like, are these ways to get to other areas, or are they dungeons? Like, there's a lot of stuff we'll have to do to, like, explore and find out. Like I said, I went in pretty blind with this. All I knew was that it was kind of like medieval fantasy setting. But it seems a lot more grounded. It's not as fantasy as I thought it would be. It's not like mythical creatures in the woods or anything, at the moment anyway. Okay. Should be all good. What do we need? Oh, we need pegs. We have pegs, don't we? Or are we out of them? Oh, we do. We need to make 20. Oh. There we go. I think because I've ended up making one extra wall than I originally planned. There we go. So we've got the 9. There we go. And I think I'm actually going to make a door. We're going to have this as like a little back door. Little back door. There we go. So we have our little structure, and I think if we have a look, the roof, which is free, so that's quite a short. I like how you can check it out first though. This is slanted. This is probably the roof we're gonna do, because it goes. Can't quite see. I think. Oh, can we snap you there? I mean, we can kind of see here. Yeah, that goes there, and then we'd have another one there. Can we have a flat one? We can have a flat one as well. I think that's what we're gonna work towards, which means we need more beams, more wooden pegs. They're the same cost as well. They need the planks, which we do have some planks. So, yeah, I'm probably going to finish this up in a separate kind of I don't think I'll do a separate video for that. I think I'll just finish this up. Because I think you guys have seen between last episode and this episode, you've seen the basic mechanics of this and the building and the options and stuff like that. I think we'll be able to get like a little... You put that there, or does that not work? Because it's... Do we need... short stone stairs? Do we need that? Does that work? I think that would work. We're just missing the ingredients. We could do that. So, yeah, you get an idea of the building itself and everything like that. I think what I might do next is, as I continue to play this a bit more, I'm going to get some kind of footage on maybe if we do bump into some NPCs or some quests, or go exploring and see what's out there and stuff like that. But yeah, for now, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, I'll be back with some more Pax Dei content very soon. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.